Okay, so here we have, problem number 3. And the problem is that we don't really know what it is, except for the fact that it doesn't have a degree symbol. So any unit that is going to be a degrees will have a degree symbol. Otherwise, the number will be, by default, in radians. And so if we go ahead and take a look here, um, we can convert to uh, radians. We can, sorry, excuse me. We can convert from radians to degrees. So x radians, x amount of radians, which in our case will be 1, multiplied by 180 degrees over pi radians. And so that's the formula for converting from radians to degrees. So if we go ahead and we'll take our problem 3 and we will input 1 for radians. And so this is a really easy problem. The most difficult part is memorizing the formula 100 degrees over pi radians in order to convert from radians to degrees. And so if we go ahead and do the math here, we know that that's 1 over 1. So if we multiply across, we get, we can cancel out the radians here, and we're left with 1 times 180 degrees, which is 180 degrees, and 1 times pi is going to be pi. And so our answer for converting over is going to be 180 degrees over pi, which is approximately, if you do it by your calculator, 57.3 degrees. So with that, we have the angle, and so we can go ahead and compute our complementary and our supplementary angles. So let's go ahead and create a little chart here, and we have right here, we're going to have 57.3 degrees, and then we have part A, which will give us our complementary, and part B, which will give us our supplementary. So A plus our 57.3 equals 90 degrees, because that's the total that can be in a right angle. And so we subtract the 57.3 from 90, and if we use our calculator, we get A equals 32.7 degrees. So that would go ahead and be our complementary angle. Remember, complementary breakfast is not as cool as supper, because supper you can have like steak, and I've never been to a complimentary breakfast where you can eat steak. So and then solving our supplementary angle is super easy. Just do B plus 57.3 equals 180 degrees. Do the subtraction, we get B equals 127.7 degrees. And so that is going to be the supplementary angle, and our complementary angle is going to be our 32.7 degrees. And so let's go ahead and get rid of that, and we'll go ahead and move on to problem 4, which is similar to problem 3. We don't really need any of that anymore. So problem 4, we have pi over 3, and because it doesn't have a degree symbol, we automatically know that it's going to be radians, and there's other ways to tell. So we're going to need to convert from radians to degrees, and to do that, if you can remember the formula that we had, our formula is going to be, x, or pi over 3 radians, equals pi, let me just write this out, pi over 3 radians, and then you multiply that by 180 degrees over right there, and our pi radians, and then close parentheses. So we can go ahead and cross out the pi radians with the pi radians, and then what's left is going to be 180 degrees over our 3. So then you just do the division there, and that equals, I believe, 60. Yep, 60 degrees. Really testing my division skills here. Try to do it in the calculator to make sure I'm exact. Anyway, so our complementary and our supplementary angle, if we go ahead and map that out, then we can see here we'll just draw our 60-degree angle right there, and then we'll have point A. It's going to be right here, and then we'll go ahead and make this point angle B. And so our complementary is going to be A, and our supplementary is going to be B. And so our A plus 60 degrees equals 90. If we go ahead and do the subtraction, that's A equals 30 degrees. And so that is going to be our complementary angle. Now we'll go ahead and find our supplementary angle. Just basic algebra here. If you don't know how to do these, I recommend Khan Academy. They have really good tutorials on your basic algebra. So do the subtraction. The remainder is 120 degrees. So our supplementary is going to be 120 degrees, excuse me.